plays here. You're listening to Marquette High School Hilltoppers football on 540 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
Barry Nelson back here at our C.G. Schmidt broadcast booth at Hart Park with our North Shore Bank player of the game. North Shore Bank knows that you need your bank to go wherever you go. Get My Cash Back rewards when you use your debit card. Learn more at NorthshoreBank.com. And our North Shore Bank player of the game tonight, Joe Pettit, linebacker for the Marquette University High School Hilltoppers. And Joe, first of all, thanks for coming up and joining us. We know there's a lot of celebration going on the field, but you came up and talked to us, so we appreciate that. Talk about this team. Talk about the evolution of this defense. You guys have been pretty much stalwart from the start of the season, but now all of a sudden at the end of the season, you're really ramping it up.
Yeah, I know at the beginning of the season we started off with Muskego, and that was big for us because we held one of the best offenses in the state to, 14 points? But then we did struggle those next 2 weeks. I would say that I'll put those losses on the defense. I mean, we are one team, but we could win those games if we don't allow many points. But, I mean, the last 5 or 6 game stretch, we've been playing pretty well. Offense is starting to put it together. So, I mean, we got a complete team going to the playoffs.
Talk about playing next to guys like Vinny and John and being able to just kind of feed off of them. Now, all of a sudden, the last 3 weeks, it hasn't been them, those names that we've been calling. It's been your name. So what have you learned from them the first part of the year that's really carried into the second part of the year for you?
It's big because I got to play with those guys last year, too. And I remember they were more experienced, I would say, than I was last year. So a lot of things are telling me just do your job. It's a lot of that. But I mean, it makes my job a lot easier when I know they're inside doing what they do. So, I mean, a lot of credit to them because my job's a lot harder if they're not doing what they do every game. So, thanks.
Now, tonight you not only had some key tackles, but you also had a couple of key punt blocks. How did you get in there? And we know you were looking at it saying, man, I wish I could have made him go backwards and recovered him. But how did you make it in there, and what was the key to those?
I know earlier in the game we had one at their 5-yard line that the guy just blocked me on. So I was looking at that. When we came down for the second one, I saw that he was stepping out too far, so I just cut it upfield, and I got through, and I made the block. And then the last one, he put a good block on me, but I just bulldozed him, I'll say, and I got a good hand on it. But, yeah, I wish a few of those would have bounced the right direction so we got some points off that, but can't get them all. How
confident is this team right now?
I think we're very confident. You know, I don't want to say that we were down on ourselves after the first 3 games, but, I mean, we still know how much this team can accomplish because we are a very good team. So, I mean, putting the 6 wins together going into playoffs, I mean, I think we're very confident. And even though we might get that 3 or 4 seed, I don't think any team in the state wants to play us right now.
Mike Pettit calls your team a state championship defense. Would you agree?
I would. I mean, a lot of focus goes on our defense, but I do have to give a lot of credit to the offense. They're putting it together. I mean, they're putting in some good plays. They do give us a run for his money in practice, so, I mean, a lot of credit to those guys, too.
You got a great offense, a stellar defense, a good coaching staff, all the right things, a great showing going into the playoffs, a 48-7 dominating victory. Joe Pettit, our North Shore Bank player of the game. Thanks a lot for stopping up.
Thank you.
All right. North Shore Bank player of the game, Joe Pettit, brought to you by North Shore Bank. North Shore Bank knows that you need your bank to go wherever you go. Get My Cash Back rewards when you use your debit card. Learn more at NorthshoreBank.com. We'll check the